What if the greatest threat to your calling isn't failure, isn't the devil, and isn't even suffering? What if it's comfort? Throughout history, God has rarely called watchmen from places of comfort. He has called them from places of holy disturbance. Long before he changes a nation, he begins by unsettling one heart. Nehemiah had everything most people dream of. He lived in the palace of the most powerful king on earth. He held a position of honor and influence as the king's cupbearer. His future was secure. His life was comfortable. Every day looked much like the one before it. Then one ordinary conversation changed everything. Some men arrived from Jerusalem, and Nehemiah asked them a simple question. How are the people? How is the city? The answer shattered his peace. The remnant who survived the exile are in great trouble and disgrace. The wall of Jerusalem is broken down, and its gates have been burned with fire. The walls had not fallen yesterday. They had been in ruins for years. Yet on that day, something happened that no one could see. God disturbed a comfortable man. The broken walls became personal. The burden became unavoidable. The city that had been far away suddenly felt close enough to break his heart. This is often how God begins making a watchman. He allows you to feel what everyone else has learned to ignore. While others move on with life, something keeps returning to your heart. A family, a city, a generation, a ministry, a burden you cannot explain. You try to forget about it, but it follows you into your prayers. It interrupts your peace. It refuses to let you settle. Perhaps that is an anxiety. Perhaps it's an invitation. Before Nehemiah rebuilt the walls, he sat down and wept. Before he led people, he prayed. Before he stood before kings with a plan, he first knelt before God with a burden. That is the order of heaven. God forms the heart before he entrusts the assignment. Many people spend their lives asking, Lord, what is my calling? But perhaps there is a better question. What burden have you placed in my heart that refuses to leave? Sometimes your calling does not begin with a dream. It begins with a burden. Not every discomfort is from the enemy. Some discomforts are heaven knocking on the door of your heart. Some sleepless nights are not meant to be medicated away. Some tears are not signs of weakness. They are signs that God is allowing you to feel what he feels. The world tells us to protect our comfort at all costs. God often asks us to surrender it, because comfort produces spectators. Burden produces builders. Comfort keeps people in palaces. Burden sends them to broken walls. Nehemiah could have stayed where life was safe. No one would have blamed him. But history remembers him because he allowed God's burden to become greater than his own comfort. Perhaps God is doing the same with you. Perhaps the thing that has been disturbing your spirit is not there to steal your peace, but to reveal your purpose. Because every generation has people who watch history unfold, and those who watch the movements of God. The question is not whether God is still calling watchmen. The question is whether you are willing to answer. This is the mind of a watchman.